kick us off.
Hi, Mark. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You've mentioned a lot this year, wanting to focus on performance more than results. I feel like you know where I'm going with this. How do you feel about the performance, and then separately, how do you feel about the result?
Yeah. The result is absolutely massive. It is very hard to come back from 1 goal down, and to go 2 goals down and come back and win. I don't know if when the last time that happened in the league, or how many times it's happened. So in any circumstances where you are 2 goals down away from home, third game in a week, and you come back and win a game, then that's going to tell you a lot more than anything else about where our team is at. Because this league is the most competitive league in the world, and I talked about it in pre-season that I don't know when these games come, but games full of carnage and chaos and things that maybe don't feel fair come, and you have to find a way to concede. I think the quickest goal we've in the league scene, and then to have a decision for the penalty. Yeah, the character to be able to regroup. Sanchez's goal before half was huge. It's huge. So there was only one thing that is the focus: is we went 2-0 down and we won 3-2 away from home. We found a way to win, and attacking set pieces, knocking on the door all year. Half-time changes were key, and we got more control and defended better. And second half, we deserved to get something out of this game, and somehow we got 3 points.
I do want to ask a couple of different moments in the game where a player needed treatment, or in Shiva's case, subbed in and then subbed out. Could you give us an update on her, on Andy, and it looked like Sanchez also got hit in the back at one point?
Yeah, Sanchez just got beaten up, and she had given absolutely everything. So fresh legs, and Nicole, right, the turn for that free kick at the end, she turns and had energy. That was great. Sanchez is fine. Shiva and Solano, we were trying to take them both off just because we wanted to kill time and make 2 substitutions. We didn't quite get Chloe on. Took too long to get the first one on. So we were do we change defenders? And it's hard when you're defending to change the back line that's been dealing with them all game. So we just want to change the 2 wingers. We changed shape at that point, and it was easy to change 2 wingers. And Andy's doing good. I think no problems coming out.
Great. I'll get to the back of the line here.
Peyton, go ahead.
Hey, Mark. We're just starting off. You've kind of touched on it, but positives that you take away from this match?
Well, first of all, I don't want to avoid it yet. Of course, it's loads to learn. There will be loads and loads and loads to learn, but we have to. These games come. I remember Washington Spirit 2014. Boston Breakers were in town, and this felt like the same game, and you have to accept the circumstance, and then you have to find a way. Positives were Sanchez grabbing a goal before halftime. Absolutely critical. Halftime, we did 2 things. One, we changed the shape for the first time this year. We felt that we need to get a little bit more balance in defending and allow them to get big and have space to attack. And then in possession, give us more width, natural width, and allow Trim to be central to where she's been very dangerous. And 2, we said the next goal is going to win this game. We changed shape and said next goal, and Paige Mattea. Listen, guys, there's a subjective opinion about what data metrics are important. We choose which data metrics we think is important, but there is no data metrics will tell you there is a better rookie in this league. No one is defending or attacking, having the impact in key metrics in defending and attacking. No one is getting the assist or the goals as a rookie that Paige Mattea is, and she has come up absolutely massive again. She's in a cloud on her own for Rookie of the Year, or near or past halfway point, and I think she's just getting started. And I felt like this before in this league. We sometimes hook on to cool names or first round draft picks or someone who's on the national team. I do want to push people to look at actually what matters and what's winning games. And Paige Mattea is doing key things on the defending and attacking side to win games. And yeah, there's no one close to her right now for the best rookie in this league.
Jason, go ahead.
Mark, I wanted to maybe drill down a little on the start of the game, where you have, it looks like,
Sorry if you didn't.
I'm sorry, I have to do the hard job here. It looked like with Jarena, just kind of an attempted interception that dribbles back, and then you get obviously, we could see on the broadcast that the penalty was one that you maybe politely disagreed with, the call there. I'm curious how you think the team did in terms of between those two moments. How did they grapple with Kansas City's intensity?
Yeah, I think the conceding so quick, I just wanted to get through to the first 10 minutes because that is very hard to handle on the road in the circumstances. I thought we got through it. And already in my head, I was thinking, I'm proud of the group. We got through that moment. And then it was about more on the tactical side. When we locked them on one side and we defended well, we could control them. But then once they broke first pressure and was just swinging side to side, we were getting no pressure on the ball. So I think we wobbled after that. I think it's very normal. We got through 10 minutes, we stabilized, and yeah, then we have a second thing that is hard to handle. And we had a little wobble after that. Restabilized. Sanchez gets us back in the game. I remember beginning of the season, we talked a lot about a lot of people asked me questions about the team and mentality and the conceding and coming back. This team has been built on making sure that we are together and that we are going to push through and we're going to fight. We've closed out games with incredible character, and now we're winning games through incredible character. It's something that we've prided ourselves on, and yeah, I think those moments were really tough. We did stabilize after them, and then it just become a bit more. Yeah, our defending wasn't great, and they could stay on top. But that's why we changed at halftime, and suddenly the game swung back in our favor. And yeah, I'm grateful for set piece first phase, set piece second phase. We've invested so much time, and I'm excited to see how many set piece goals we're having already. But we still think we can get more.
I think I've counted 7 at this point on my end. You guys, both competitions, regular season and Challenge Cup.
That's higher than 0.5 a game.
I did also want to ask a little maybe big picture. It seemed like Tara, in the moment before she scored, putting the goal aside, just seemed like she had to come up with a lot of big defensive plays. And I know you don't really want to see that. You'd like her to not have to make any of those plays. But in those moments, is this the level you were expecting her to reach by mid-June in this new position?
She's exceeded all expectations, but then there's new expectations. She's done a phenomenal job to get to this point. Her mentality, coachability, her performance has been very good. You won't hear me talk about it much because of the collective and the group. The better the collective is, then the better the individuals can be. But also want to remember that it's not going to be a trajectory that we all think. There's going to be ups and downs, and that's normal. But I answered your question in the first few seconds there. It's great to see. I'm trying to play it down because I know that it's key to be able to keep pressure off players and young ones or people in new positions. She was big, and it was a very hard game. And because of the 2 moments we discussed, first few seconds and then a penalty, this became a very tough game. I'd really love to know the last time someone came back from 2-0 down, and I hope it wasn't recently because it feels like it just doesn't happen in this league. So, however way you can find a way. And talk about Tara, some other key people who really, really stepped up in individually making sure we had a chance to them.
Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks so much.
We have 2 wonderful players here. We're excited to talk to you.
Peyton, do you want to wrap us up?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions from JJ. He couldn't make it. He just sent me some through, if that's all right. He was wondering, Mark, what your message was to the bench when you guys went down early, especially after that second goal, since we could hear you were very vocal through the broadcast, and then just adjustments that you were making at that point and how you adjusted between going down by 2 and the halftime to get that comeback win.
answered the first question for the staff when I'm talking to the bench, just trying to find ways to help players, and just trying to support our team to be a little bit better with the ball. We're talking about overloads with our centre back and full back in wide areas. So that's that, and half time just change of shape, more defensive stability, and gave us more width in attack to that they had to solve. And then what we, as a result of them trying to stop our width, we got more central players on the ball. We suddenly saw more Andy Page and Sanchez in possession. Nicole, when she turned for that late free kick. Yeah, it's first half was more just trying to stabilise. Half time was change of shape to defend better, but also give us some more time on the ball to be able to create chances, and ended up creating set pieces. And these guys that you're about to talk to found the way. I dare wanted to ask Tara about her goal celebration in training yesterday. Curious what she has to say. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Coach. All right, we got Tara McGowan and Paige Mateo. Jason, kick us off.
Hi, thanks to you both for speaking with us. Congratulations. I guess I don't want to leave what Mark just said uninvestigated. Tara, what's going on with this goal celebration?
It's all fun and games, a little stick out with the tongue. They kind of put it in the end of our video that Washington Spirit posted yesterday, so you can watch the end of that and see a little.
Well, I guess bigger picture. This Mark was just talking about how this was a difficult game. Obviously, the both goals that were given up both seem like goals that are tough to overcome mentally. How do you think the team found its way back into the game from not just the tactics perspective, but just keeping that mentality and knowing you still have a chance to go salvage it?
Yeah, I think giving up the first goal in the first minute was really tough, and like we could have gone down on ourselves and like just basically given up the game, but that wasn't our mentality. It was to fight back and do everything we could to get back into the game the first half, and then the second half was just coming out. We were on the front foot and like keep going at them. We're going to get chances, and we just got to put them away.
Paige, I wanted to ask you, Mark talked about the formation shift at halftime. He said this is the first time that the coaching staff has asked the group to shift this year. And obviously that changes a lot in your roles, maybe more than most. How did you feel that allowed you to maybe gain a foothold in the game and get back into it?
Yeah, I think definitely our formation change really helped us stop their counterattack and their transition, because that's what they excel at. So I think having the double six there really helped salvage that, kind of make that less of accessible for them. And then offensively, I just think it helped us have more possession. And obviously Sam and Terry saw a lot of the ball and they were able to swing it around the back. So I think that this move, it helped both sides of the attack and the defense.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Peyton?
Congratulations to you both on your goals and the win. Looking at this kind of broadly, this game kind of feels like an exclamation point on your season. Like you're midway through, you've both been put through, like as a rookie, changing position, different challenges where you've kind of had more space to grow and evolve than maybe some of your teammates. So I was wondering if you could both just like talk us through how you felt with those goals, and then how you feel the season's going, like for you as an individual, each of you, and as a team. I know that's a lot.
Yeah, I think that this game, especially as you said, it was an exclamation point. And I think while you're playing, you don't really realize how big a moment coming back, like after being down 2 is. But I think that was a big turnaround for our team. Just like, I think the whole time we were there, it's hard to go down 2, but I think Sanchez's first goal really gave us hope. I think that was a big point for us, saying that this, like, we've got this, that we can settle down. And then, yeah, just being a rookie, it's obviously a wild journey just any time you get to enter the NWSL, but this year has been not what I expected at all. And I say that in the best way possible. So it's great to be a part of this group of girls and the way they support each other. And I think it's just been a great experience so far.
Yeah, I agree with Paige. Changing positions, it was a little tough, like going throughout preseason, trying to learn the new position before season started, but now like getting more comfortable with playing with the girls around me. And I feel like our team is just playing for each other. And you could see that tonight, like coming back from the 2-0. We just have each other's back and we're going to fight for each other on the field, like no matter what.
Awesome. How did it feel to have 2 goals in 1 week, Tara?
I like it. I'm gonna keep it going. No, it was nice. Yeah, bring back the old days.
It was coming for you. You were close the past few weeks, so I feel like it was time.
Thank you both.
Andre?
Hey, thanks for speaking with us and congrats on the win, massive comeback win. Tara, I want to start with you and just ask, you mentioned the good old days, I suppose, when you were a forward. Now you are a center back, but going up against this Kansas City attack, which has just got so many players, of course, Dabinia, one of the best in the world. They played like a highlight clip of your tackles midway through the broadcast. Just like, what was your mindset going in? And just like, I guess just talk us through your mindset going up against such a powerful attack.
Yeah, I mean, like going into the game, we knew that their threat was countering and the people who they had up top. So Sam and I really just had to, like the whole back line basically had to be locked in. They were just going to try and make runs through. And I just tried my best to get a tackle in any way I could so that they weren't going 1v1 with Aubrey.
Yeah, and I also want to talk about the goal a little bit more. I think you mentioned after the broadcast when you're talking to them at CBS that they were talking about swinging the ball back in and just making the run. That was a huge goal in that moment and in that situation. So you could just elaborate a little bit more on what you saw, what was there, and how kind of, I guess, your forward instincts now kind of help you when you're playing up top and the ball gets recycled like that.
Yeah, and once the ball like cleared the line and I saw the defense getting up, I just knew to get back on sides. Dorian has a great left foot like cross, and she's been working on that with like our forwards mostly, but I knew where she was going to put it. So just trying to get on the end of that and like didn't really overthink it, just passed it in the back of the net, which I liked.
Paige, I want to talk to you about your goal. If you could just, I don't know, what is this, your third headed goal of the year so far? I just wanted you to talk about what you saw, how you're able to get in the box and win so many headers. Obviously, you're 5'10", but still takes some skill to get up there and win the ball.
Yeah, I have to give all the credit to the girls taking corner kicks, and I honestly think it might be 3 different assisters on those. So anytime the ball gets whipped into there, like I know where to be, and they know hopefully that I'll get there. So really, all the bravo to them for putting it there, because all I got to do is jump up. So they make my life easy for sure.
Appreciate it. Again, congrats on the win.
Yeah.
Jason, want to close us off?
Yeah, just one last one. A game like this where maybe the overall performance isn't ideal from the team's perspective, but you still find a way to win. Obviously, you have to fight pretty hard to get it. How is the group sort of responding to that, other than maybe just being tired? I think they mentioned on the broadcast that it was hot and humid. But how much of a lift is that for the group, knowing that you can sort of manufacture a win when maybe the soccer side wasn't perfect on the day?
Yeah, I mean, after a lot of games like this, Mark says that this is like the mentality we're going to need to take into the postseason. So I think understanding that now that like some games aren't going to be pretty, you're just going to have to fight through. That's like learning it halfway through the season. I think it's going to be huge, hopefully for us in the postseason and going forward if we do make it there.
Appreciate it. Safe trip back. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Thanks, Luke.